Welcome back to part 2 of 3 about enjoying a healthy holiday season. This is Taylor again, and today I'd like to share with you some of my secrets about the art of meal planning. Before we dive in, I'd like to show you a sample of the meals that I've prepared for this week so you can get an idea of where we're going. In this first dish, I prepared some healthy homemade granola bars. Using oats, honey, and a variety of other good-for-you ingredients, I've created bars that are easy to slice and go in the mornings instead of buying overly processed grocery store options. Next up, we have a dish that includes carrots, noodles, celery, and chicken. This is a more hearty dish for a large lunch or even for dinner when I'm away at work. This dish contains both carbohydrates, protein, as well as a little bit of vegetables to make it a well-balanced meal that's easy to grab and go. This dish is already put into an individual portion size. We have kale, some rice, and some prepared chicken. By putting each of these portions into a grab-and-go container, it's very simple to take this with me wherever I might be going that day. Finally, back here, I have prepared a broth with carrots, some potatoes, as well as some meat. This soup is very great for when it's kind of cold outside and I just need something to warm me up and provide some sustenance. Each of these 4 meals is made so that all I have to do is reach into the fridge and I'm all set and ready to go. Instead of coming home and stressing about preparing my meal or spending hours each day, I simply spent a few hours on a Sunday to prepare all of these foods, and now they're ready to go for the whole week. I also have here a couple of my options for healthy grab-and-go snacks. We have an orange, a couple different variety of apples, satsuma, as well as some carrots. This way, if I get hungry, I can grab for something that has a good amount of fiber and will keep me full for much longer than reaching for a piece of chocolate, let's say. I also have here some of my absolute favorite beverages to enjoy with each of these meals. Often drinking water isn't enough, we want some flavor. But instead of turning to high-calorie sodas, energy drinks, or even an excess of alcoholic beverages, I instead pick up one of my favorite refreshments to enjoy with my meal. Now that you've had a small snapshot into what my meal planning looks like for the week, I'd like to go through a few details that I think will help you begin to meal plan successfully. The first step to a successful meal planning experience is to create a list of the ingredients that you will need for your selected recipes. If you decide to participate in the Healthy Holidays Challenge, I will provide a weekly shopping list. All you need to do is go to the grocery store, find those items, and bring them back to your house. The second step might be a little bit more challenging. This step involves finding a 2 to 3 hour chunk of your time. Often I complete this step on Sunday afternoons. For some people it might work better to do it during a weekday. It just depends when you have the most time available to you to commit to cooking and preparing your meals. Now, 2 to 3 hours may seem like a lot of time, but when you think of how much time you'll be saving by not having to spend more than an hour each day on preparing your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it starts to seem a lot more reasonable. Instead of rushing home from work and trying to throw together a meal before you head off to the gym, you'll just simply come home, take a Tupperware out of the fridge, and heat it up, and then you're on your way. The third step is to prepare all those foods in an easy grab-and-go container. So if you have something like the chicken noodles and carrots that you're going to portion out while you're at home, you can leave it in that larger container. However, if you have something that you want to be able to take with you to work, maybe for a lunch or a snack on the go, you're going to make sure that that's in an individually sized container. The same thing goes for your snacks. Just having them in the fridge isn't enough to get them out the door and into your stomach throughout the day during those crucial times of hunger. So take out your food if you can, place it right at the front of your fridge the night before, so that all you have to do when you're getting ready in the morning is grab it and bring it with you. Following these really easy, simple steps will help you to have more success when it comes to planning a meal. I know that most of you have probably heard about meal prepping on Sundays. There's lots of people in the fitness industry that follow this trend. But I'd like to encourage more everyday, busy people to join in on this movement of preparing in advance and being ready to enjoy healthy and nutritious foods all week long. When you participate in my Healthy Holidays Challenge, it's my goal to make sure that by the end, you're able to prepare meals in advance for yourself. Once you've prepared your list, you've cooked the healthy foods, and you've placed them into easy grab-and-go containers, you're guaranteed to start seeing success when it comes to meal planning. For more information about how to prepare a meal and have it ready to go throughout the week, please visit my blog. You can find it at www.taylorgeiger.com. That's taylorgeiger.com. I've put up a special post there all about meal planning for busy people. I hope you enjoy the post, and please leave me some feedback and comments about this video or my post, either on my website, on Facebook, or underneath this video on YouTube. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you again in a few days for the third video in this 3-part series.